Just picking some pens. I'm gonna try to get the camera right up in there. That's a little better. Sorry to be rattling it around so much. It's always a struggle out here. The struggle is real, dude. How's everybody's morning going? So far, so golden. See if I can focus that. Maybe a little bit better. Man, the light in here sucks. If I were God, where would I put the... Oh, there it is. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. That's better. All right. Does anybody prefer an accent? Maybe like a grizzly from 1995. How about this? It's pretty close, huh? I won an award for a movie back in 1996 for that. They called it the Bear Trap Award. It's pretty cool. I'm just gonna go through, and every time I see a little thing like this that looks like a leaf, I'm just gonna make it look more like a leaf. And then by the time I pull back, it's gonna look like a gosh darn tree. Apologies on the language. If there's children watching. You ever meet someone? That's it. That's the question. Have you ever met anybody? Nah. Do you ever meet somebody and you're just so like, I don't know. They're just so interesting to you that you just can't stop thinking about them. But then you don't want to say anything because you don't want your feelings, your heart to get involved. I like met my doppelganger, my dork. Doppelganger. I don't know if that's the right word. Looks like a little butthole. It's like somebody's schnauzer walking away. Wink, wink. Sorry if it's too early in the morning for butthole jokes, but I am who I am. We are what we are. Plus, I don't know. I'm a morning and a butthole person. I don't know if that sounded right. I don't know if there's any right way of saying that, to be honest. But I am pretty honest. I'll tell you, I'll always be honest with you. I love you. Hi, Rachel. Tell me if you tell me. That's up to you. I'm not going to try to coerce you into subscribing for anything. I will never let you down. I will never let you down. How about that? I think that's worth it. Plus, Rachel, I'll write a little song about you. How about that? The deal? I'll write a 1-minute song about you and why you should subscribe. And I'll write it today. How about that? If you subscribe within the next 10 minutes, Story Grub will write a goddamn song about you and release it today as a short. You can even tell me 3 things that you want me to put into it, like into the lyrics, like if you have kids, their names, or if you have a dog, or your favorite color. What's your favorite color? Blue. No, I mean red. No! But yeah, the clock's ticking now. So it's 1776 where I am. So by the time it's 1984, if you haven't subscribed, you're SOL. I'm just joshing with you.
Hey, I thought I was Josh.
What? Oh no, you're Josh.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I didn't want to confuse you. Such a weird expression. Shout out me. You want me to shout at you? For that, we're gonna have to go into a breakout room. Or as I like to call them, the breakup room. I was planning on taking a shower in a few minutes, but if that's what you're trying to say. Because boy, the bottom of my feet are raw. Oops, I'm drawing off the page again. Where is the camera? This pen is running out of ink and it's really bothering me. There you go, buddy. Just be a little patient. The tears from heaven are going to be falling onto your knee, my love. Make you feel better. I noticed you. You're not invisible. None of you are. None of us are. We just gotta learn how to use these tools better. Communicate as if we were family, because we are, you know. There's gonna come a time when we all have to come together in a serious way, too. Shit really starts falling apart. Look what happened when COVID happened. Look what happened with toilet paper. Imagine what's gonna happen when that's water. When you go into the grocery store and there's no food, no water. People are gonna be trying to kill each other immediately. Like, we're headed towards a scary time, and people are concerned about the weirdest stuff. And the young people need to get ready. It's already here. I'm not trying to be a downer, I'm sorry. I tend to go off on random tangents. You're welcome. Hi, Jade. Let's see, where's the butthole? Oh, there it is. I've got one eye open and the other eye winking. That was my favorite song growing up. There's a dance that goes along with it. They call it the butthole dance. You gotta spread your legs and bend your back. You gotta... I almost had something. That would have been awesome. I would have had to, the second verse, or the second line would have had to end it with, you know, you gotta, so it would have had to have gone something like, you gotta bend your back and grab a pole and do the dance called the little butthole. You know what I mean? Something like that. You gotta rhyme with butthole. Sorry. Otherwise the kids won't dance to it. Hey dude, over the weekend, did you hear that new song? What do you mean? What new song? It's called The Butthole. Oh, you heard it? Oh yeah, dude, I felt it. I felt it. You did? Me too. Let's do the dance right now in front of everybody. Yeah, you put your left foot in, you put the left foot out, you put your right foot in, then you do the butthole dance. We're all in it together. The great big butthole dance of life, my friends. And it's an honor to share this stage with you. Friends and enemies alike. I have learned more from people that hate me throughout my life. Well, then let's say maybe my cat. How about that? Besides, hate is a strong word. I think they only want to kill me. At least that's what my brother tells me. Okay, let's put some green right here. See that? That's green. It's a really shitty green. All right, we're getting there. Harry, I'm gonna put this a little bit closer. So if you wanted to get a little screenshot of it or something, I'm gonna mute this so it doesn't make a noise when I move it. I don't know if that's a thing or not, but there you go. Okay. Ooh, that's kind of neat down there. It looks like a big, like a face. Like there needs to be an eye right here. Let's do it. Let's put an eye right there and an eye right here and a butthole. People are like, geez, stop saying butthole, stop saying butthole. Tango Lippin Blue. There we go. Did you know that I'm an ambidextrous? I'm an ambidextrous. I'm an ambidextrous. Yeah, I can breathe underwater. It's really neat. There we go. Just adding some blue for no reason. There was a time when I used to keep time by keeping this little thing around my wrist. It's called a sundial. Back in the day, you kids wouldn't know it. But back in the day, we used to have these little things called sundials, and we would put them on our wrists, like this rubber band right here. But they changed the name of this rubber band because that's not the right, because it's kind of an offensive name, so they changed it to stretchy Caucasian thing. So actually, I worked at the gambling warehouse, and one of they stopped doing it, I think, right before I started there. But there was a color called Caucasian flesh tone, and it was it just cracked me out. I saved a tube, and I'll never use it because it's just such a funny thing. Don't ask me which some of the other racist colors were. Jesus, good God, I'm just playing. You put the race card in, you put the sex card out, you put... I think race is just so cool. I really do. I honestly I don't think any race is superior or anything like that. I think all races are quite beautiful. And that's why I liked Portland, Oregon so much, because you could walk like 4 blocks and you can get all these different sounds and smells and languages, and just it's my kind of bag. It's my kind of city. I'm not one of those pasty Caucasian flesh-toned people that abhor or like say. Personally, I wish I spoke Spanish because I would just speak Spanish all the time. Shit, sorry, gotta draw closer to home here. There's an old song by an Irish singer. What's it called? I'm a man you don't meet every day. I went into this little store here in Paso a few months ago, and I was just dressed normal, like I guess whatever normal is anymore, but like I was just wearing shorts and t-shirt, tennis shoes, but I was wearing red socks. And the lady behind the counter is this old lady, and I live in California. And people assume California is all like liberal. I think a lot of people do. They think it's just Hollywood and palm trees. But I went to the store, and this lady was just looking me up and down, and I was just like thinking, oh, please just... I wasn't in my happiest of moods back then. So I just wanted to be like, lady, don't even look at me. I'm not having it. But I get up to the counter, and she's like, colored socks, huh? And I was like, oh, I looked down, I'm like, yeah, colored socks. And she's like, I can't wear colored socks. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. And she's like, yeah, it's whatever the material is in it, it affects her skin. So she was like, I can only wear white cotton socks. And I was like, okie dokie. All right. How much for the, whatever the fucking bang. It was just such a, and she actually sounded like that too, like she was from Alabama or something. It's like, that's a thing here in California, where just outside of any sort of big city, I imagine it's like this pretty much everywhere. It's like that in Oregon too, I think. You drive 10 minutes out of the city and everybody's like, how are you doing there, sonny? You don't come around these parts very often, do you? You know? Hey, Roy, go get the dogs. This one looks fresh. Just like, hey, sorry. Nah, but then there's people that will surprise you too. Just wonderful people out there. So those are the people you got to pay attention to. People that are doing good things, helping. I'm an appreciator of kindness. And I'm trying to learn from my mistakes, trying to be a better person. And I think kindness is a good place to start. I'm trying to be more patient too. But it's hard because I'm not a doctor. Get it? It's a doctor job. You know what a sundial is? It's the that's the song that Roger Waters should have wrote as a sequel to. Oh wait, I guess it would work. The Sundial. There's a song by Pink Floyd. You should look it up. It's really cool. But it's called "Set the Controls for the Heart of the Sun." Bum 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 bum. The Heart of the Sun. It's on an album called "Saucerful of Secrets." I think it came out just a few years after their first album, but it was minus Syd Barrett. I think it was their first album minus Syd Barrett, but the very last song is a Syd Barrett song. It was like their way of giving him that much before he left the band completely. He and Gilmour stayed friends for quite a while, and actually David Gilmour played drums and some guitar on the Madcap Laughs, which I thought was pretty sweet. Because I was, for some reason, I thought that they just like, well, they did leave him one night. They just didn't pick Syd Barrett up from a gig because Syd was like out of his mind at that point, unfortunately. And they were just like, let's just go without him. And so they did, and then they decided to just keep doing it without him. Syd Barrett's the one that came up with the name Pink Floyd. Two blues singers, Pink something and Floyd something. I forget their names. But two blues singers that he and Roger grew up listening to. I always thought that was pretty cool. And I like Syd's stuff, but I really love Roger Waters. I mean, all of them had like wonderful things to offer. Like Roger's lyrics, for me, are just so wonderful. They got me through some really hard times as a child. I started listening to Pink Floyd in the 7th grade. Out in the country, where I was one of when I was in the 5th grade, there was 7 of us. There's 7 8th graders, or I'm sorry, 5th graders. When I finally graduated as an 8th grader, there was 9 of us. So yeah, in a really small, sort of not sheltered life, but I definitely thought that I was hot shit because I didn't know anybody that could draw like me, right, or anything. In all the schools I went to, I was pretty much one of the best artists. But then you you get out into the world, and holy crap, there's a lot of great artists out there. And unfortunately, it's very competitive in a way. I wish I could help break that down more, just so other people don't feel unseen or ignored. It's a horrible feeling, you know. Especially when especially if you're trying. I've been trying for very, very long. That didn't make sense. I've been trying for very, very long. Life is like a very long box of long, miss. What do you think, Warnstrom? What do you mean? Well, what's my next step? What should I do? Well, I think you should stop feeling sorry for yourself. Is that what you think I'm doing? Well, what? Well, yeah. Feeling sorry for yourself. Just need to get to work, stay focused, help where you can, and ignore the bullshit. Hey, there's probably like children watching this. Who gives a shit? What, they haven't heard the bullshit anymore? There's people dying. There's people dying out there, Story. There's people starving just down the street. Kids need to hear shit more like that more than that. What? Oh, sorry, I kind of trailed off there. This is an interesting doodle. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that. Stop kicking that thing, man. People wearing headphones. That's going to make a racket in their ears. No, you're right. I'm sorry. What is it supposed to be? Didn't we go through this last night? Okay, jeez. Well, let's pull it back so people can see what it actually looks like. And again, I'm going to mute it so you can not hear. Yeah, for your headphones, right. All right, that's a little bit better. Better? What is it? What do you think it is? It looks like veins. Oh, that's cool. I like that. Looks like a heart disease. Oh, I see that for sure. This is probably like what my heart looks like. Yeah. I'm surprised you're still kicking. Let's get this light off of this. What do you say, Hornstrom? I think that's a great idea. Let's put the light back here. What do you say, little worm? Oh, you didn't mute it, dipshit. Sorry. Now you're getting it. What is that little dude down there doing? I don't know, I think he's like throwing seeds out or something. Seeds? What kind of seeds? Shit seeds, apparently. I don't know. Well, because he's saying, well, shit. I'm not sure what that means, but probably going to cover over it. Yeah, you probably should. It's kind of dumb. Well, it was just something I just wanted to write because I was doing it. Shut up. I was just kidding. Okay, jeez. Do you see that ear over there? Yeah, I drew it. I see it. I drew it. Oh, right. I'm hungry. Yeah, me too. My voice sounds just like yours now. No, it really does. It really does. Wow, that's... What happened? I don't know. I think the little button, battery work. I don't know. That sucks.